Kick off. And welcome back. As you have seen there, we are kicking off this morning's discussion by talking all about cricket. And this morning I have my colleague in with me as a guest. This morning I have Mr. Marcus Daniel, who is the Vice President of the Tobago Cricket Association, and he is joined by Mr. Chris Berry, who is the TCA Sport Tours Director. Good morning, guys, and welcome.
Morning.
Right. So there's a lot happening as it pertains to cricket here on the island right now. And there is the TCA's Global Cricket Series that's in Tobago from July 6th to 16th. Talk to us a bit about that, Mr. Berry.
So we've got, it's an under-16 cricket tournament that's being hosted on the island. We're playing cricket at 5 grounds, so Shaw Park, obviously, Mariah, Roxburgh, and we've also had cricket pitches installed at Plymouth and Speyside, especially for the tournament, but obviously they will have a legacy of being available to play cricket on going forward. We've got 8 teams with 3 from the UK, 1 from Barbados, 3 from Trinidad, and the Tobago under-16s.
Excellent. And Marcus, even as we look at, our ability to come out and support the teams in the games, is this open to the public and, give us the dates?
Yeah, definitely. I want to say thanks to Chris and all the persons behind the scenes responsible for having this initiative in Tobago. It's been a while. We have had an international tournament of this magnitude in Tobago, and we are always inviting persons to come out and support the youngsters. Yesterday it started off with a really good 100 from our local boy Fabrice Lynch down at the Plymouth Recreational Ground. We haven't had cricket in Plymouth for quite a while, and I'm expecting with the weather better today, because yesterday we had some stops and starts because of the rain. And based on what I saw before I came in here, it was very sunny. So yeah, we are inviting the public to come out and support. We have teams from the UK, Barbados, Trinidad, some of the best youngsters available out of those countries. And of course, we are expecting them to come and support the Tobago team as well. We started off with a very good win, playing again today in Mariah at 10 against another UK team. So all of Tobago, you are welcome to come out. It's free of charge. Under 16, these guys are the future of cricket for their respective countries.
Excellent. And Mr. Berry, tell us why it's important for youths, especially in Tobago, to have that exposure of, playing with other young persons from throughout the region and, that are international as well.
I think the opportunities for kids to mix and socialize with other children from different cultures, different backgrounds is really important. And cricket is a sport where it doesn't really matter where you're from. If you've got the passion for that sport, you will share that with the other people your age and the other players. And it will create lifelong memories. I mean, we're working closely with the tourist board here in Tobago, and I've been a few times now. I've absolutely fallen in love with the country, and the fact that we get to showcase how beautiful it is. People get to visit the entire island. With games at Speyside, they've got to go all the length of the island to get there, and they'll see and experience everything that I've experienced while I'm here. And those kids will come back and they'll bring their kids back and they'll stay in contact with the people they play with in this tournament. So, we've run tournaments and cricket tours across the world for years. And I know that even from the first ones, the kids are still in touch with the kids that they met whilst they're on those tours. I just think it's important that people see the value in cricket. We grow the game, especially here in the Caribbean, where perhaps in the last few years, in the last 20 years, it's not been as popular as it used to be. And if we can grow the game, I'm sure Marcus will agree, it's like a great opportunity to get more kids involved. And yeah, I just think coming here and visiting the Caribbean, sort of the home, I think one of the spiritual homes of cricket is a fantastic opportunity.
Excellent. And do the kids have opportunities to socialize outside of the actual games?
Yes, yeah. So we're putting on a couple of events that will mean that they all get to mix. So the first one is we're going to do the Buku Reef boat tour and beach barbecue. But then the big one is we have a goat racing event at in Buku on Sunday. So this coming Sunday, which will be open to the public. There's going to be 5 or 6 races. I think it start about 4 o'clock. Should be vendors there, hopefully. And the players are going to get the opportunity to race the goat.
Wow.
So, which is quite a unique thing, I think, for anyone to have that opportunity.
Excellent. Marcus, why do you think that it's important for us to have these international partnerships, specifically in the area of cricket?
Yeah, and when we heard about the tournament, because we would have hosted the regional under-17 tournament a couple of years back, 3 consecutive years, and we got to see the likes of Alzari Joseph and Shimon Hetmeyer, who are now playing for the West Indies. And I mean, Fabrice Lynch, he scored 100 yesterday, and I'm sure that the other teams are now aware of Fabrice Lynch. There's an opportunity there for him now to probably get a contract in England, because I got the same opportunity when a team visited us here, scored 10 runs against them, and I was invited to visit in England for like 10 months. So this is indeed a really good opportunity for our youngsters. And of course, with these international tournaments, they have to be infrastructure. So there's now scoreboards erected on all the recreational grounds, of which we have been asking for quite a while. They have boundary ropes, and they have extra covers, they have rollers and all these different things. So coming from the Tobago Cricket Association perspective, we are delighted to have these initiatives in Tobago, because obviously you know how we do. We are the best host, and when it comes to hospitality, we put on our best show. So at the Tobago Cricket Association, we are very happy. And we are hoping that we can continue this partnership and maybe grow the event. We have 8 teams this year, and hopefully next year we can have more. In fact, double that, Chris, and make it a longer stay on the island of Tobago.
Right, and which one of the teams should we be looking out for right now? Well, which one of the teams are really, performing at optimum since the tournament has started?
Well, we were a bit unfortunate yesterday in that there was quite a bit of rain, so we didn't get as many games in as we'd wanted. But obviously, we'll be looking out for the Tobago side. I think they obviously already showed they're very strong, with a player getting 100 and quite a few wickets shared out amongst that team. It looked like a strong team. I'm not going to choose any other team from the UK. I've got to be impartial, really. But yeah, I don't know, Marcus. You might know some of the others as well.
Well, given that I'm wearing the hat of the Cricket Association, of course, I don't want our Tobago team to be victorious. But I mean, at the end of the day, cricket will always be the winner, and I'm delighted to see all these youngsters with their parents and their coaches coming to put their best foot forward in foreign territory, because sometimes you play good and you play good at home, and these are different conditions, and I'm really hoping that they don't get carried away with the hospitality here and don't go out there and play good cricket.
Right, and just again, this is the Global Cricket Series that's happening in Tobago right now, and it's from July 6th to 16th, and we've seen a number of different teams come out and be a part of that. Who are some of the organizations that are behind this, that's supporting this cricket tournament?
So T.C.A, EIDCOT, THA, TCA. I mean, the tournament came about from a meeting in at the World Travel Market in London I think it was October or November 2023, and I met with the Chief Secretary, Mr. Augustine, and talked to him about this idea of hosting a cricket tournament on the island. And from there, we've been communicating and working towards this goal of getting the tournament running. We're looking at running it for at least the next 5 years, and yeah, it's been a long process, but we're here now, and all those guys have given all their support, made this thing happen, and I can't thank them enough.
Excellent. Marcus, again, as we wrap up the discussion this morning, drive home how important these type of tournaments are to, developing the youth, specifically in the area of cricket, and giving them that exposure that is needed to help drive the sport
Yeah, indeed, and that's an important word to use, exposure, because I've often said it that we have the talent, but when it comes to exposing our talent, we hardly have avenues. So I'm happy that we have this initiative, and we actually in our domestic season. We started off with our 2-day cricket league. We had our T20. We have our 25 overs, in which we are honoring our first vice president who unfortunately passed last year, Mr. Ilhata. So that's still ongoing. We have had Dream 11 matches, and then the youngsters not getting the opportunity to play these shorter formats. So they have a competition now where they can hone their talents, and we can actually see if they are really taking to the coaching that we have actually put in place. So I know for a fact, with their parents supporting them, their schoolmates supporting them, the Tobago Cricket Association supporting them, they will want to use this exposure to see how best they can address scouts. Because Chris and they are obviously looking for players as well. As I said, I mean, I went away and I played. I was the only West Indian playing with some guys I've never met before, and we are still friends to today. So these initiatives or these competitions, the exposure is always what I always welcome, and I'm really hoping that they make the best use of this opportunity and put their best foot forward.
Excellent. And again, I just want you to encourage persons to come out and be a part of the tournament and support the youngsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've got supporters travelled from the UK as well, so it'd be great if the local community can come out and support either their own team or other teams that are playing at their local grounds.
Yeah, and of course matches are 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. daily for the T20s, and then let's take us through. From the T20s, they have a plate and a cup as well.
Yeah, so once we finish the round of T20s, we go into a 50-over tournament on Thursday.
Yeah.
Starting on Thursday, which is 3 days of 50-over cricket, which will be in a plate and a shield group. So the stronger teams in the a cup and a shield. So the stronger teams in the cup and the slightly weaker teams will be in the shield. So everyone's still got something to play for, no matter what happens in the first round of games.
Yeah.
And then, so that would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday's goat racing day. Monday's finals day. We're looking to host the finals at Shaw Park and hopefully Plymouth.
Excellent. Well, again, we want to thank you guys for coming on this morning and telling us all about that global cricket tournament, the cricket series that's happening here on the island of Tobago. And we look forward to, as you said, Marcus, bigger and better next year. Having more teams, maybe even from different regions. Maybe we see some people from Asia, Africa, joining that tournament.
Yeah, we're hoping to sort of spread out to as many countries as we can.
Excellent. Well, guys, we're going to take a quick break right here and we'll be back right after this. So see you soon.